Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Multi Monday. We're going to be looking at the Belgian Strong Pale / Golden Ale. It can also be referred to as the Belgian Pale Strong and Belgian Golden Strong Ale. Let's welcome in our panel. First off, we have Thrash Life, Alex the Beer Master.
What's up, everybody?
Miscellaneous Brew Reviews,
Cheers, guys.
Thomas Metal 75,
Hello.
Ronald,
Yeah.
the Devil,
Double.
The devil.
and the Golden Chatio,
Better than a golden shower.
and
Yeah.
myself, Bumpy Road. Cheers to the chat as well. Miscellaneous was first, but that was because Thrash kind of let him be.
Lies.
Burley is just thirst. Beer man couldn't make it. He got the wrong beer. He got a nice beer. He picked up Orville, but that's something a little bit different than a Belgian Golden Strong. Chatio, cheers. Hello. Hey, Chatio. Paul Middlebrew is here. Let us know when you catch up. I know you're always 7 minutes behind.
Oh my god.
Paul Middlebrew is All right, let's first off read. I'm just going to go with the Beer Advocate thing just because it's kind of lumped into a nice little story instead of the way that BJCP kind of broke it all up and little things repeating itself. All right, Strong Ale, Belgian Pale. Like a Belgian Pale Ale, the strong versions will also be pale straw to deep golden in color. What sets them apart is a much higher alcohol content that can range from deliciously hidden to devastatingly present. Expect a complex and powerful ale, yet delicate with rounded flavors of a big, billowy, rocky whitehead. Hop and malt character can vary, although most are fruity and quite hoppy. In general, hop flavor and aroma will be within the low range and artfully balanced. Duvel is the hallmark of this style, and many other breweries have tried to imitate Duvel. Mortgat's quintessential example with similar references to the devil. She's a devil. That's what the Waterboy's mom would tell both girls. Right, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
She's the devil. So let's get into this right now. I'm going to bring up Ron Terrio is going to go first in the normal fashion.
Well,
Cheers,
hello
man.
to everybody. I'm familiar with everybody on this panel, and cheers to everybody, and I hope you have a good night. Man, I'm starting to get kind of faded because I woke up a little too early this morning, I guess. Most people would think it's too early. But, and then I did a whiskey taste challenge
Dawnbusters.
before this. Yeah, no, I had to go to work. But I didn't have to wake up that early. But anyway, I have Duvel. .5% alcohol. It's super bubbly. It's been on the market over 100 years. In Belgium, obviously. Somebody got some bad background noise going on. It sounds like a laundromat. Sweet.
Laundry time.
I'm not against laundromats, of course, but this is sweet and bright grain, not white, bright. It's like sugary sweet. It's a dessert, but it isn't. You know, I've had the a few of the ones y'all were showing, like the Valerian Tremens, and the there's another one y'all showed that I have before. But I always comment on that when I make comments later on. And Bumpy Road knows that I'll say I've had such and such of the line. All right, this smells really great. I can't wait. I've been sitting on it for since Belgium was a country. All right.
Nice.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Salud.
Prost.
It's got that Belgian. Thank you. It's got that Belgian yeast twang going on with it. It's hard to describe, but it almost makes you think of like a Saison or a farmhouse, like a Brettanomyces. I don't think it has that, of course, but it just has that. Like you never pick that up in an American or Canadian beer ever. You know, not a Belgian style strong ale at least, but this has that. It's kind of confusing in a way. As you can imagine, the carbonation is very prickly. It's fiery, you know. This has a lot of what you call straw or eating hay. Obviously, you're not eating hay or straw, but it's kind of like that, you know. It's a stark beer in a way. It does have some bitterness. I think American beer drinker would say, oh, this thing is strange. You know, it's bitter. It's strange. I can't figure it out. It throws me for a loop. It's bottle conditions. Got live yeast in it. It is unusual. It is an unusual product for America, you know. Medium body, maybe heavy medium, and a pretty dry finish. Oh, this thing here, I will say don't do a whiskey taste challenge preparatory to this. But that was a pretty fun taste challenge. But anyway, it's strong. I mean, it's a knockout beer. It's a knockout. If you drink a 22-ounce bottle, no, are they come in 500 milliliters? But it's going to get you pretty rocked. It's no joke. It's not a joke. Oh yeah, the Pirate. I've had the Pirate. All right, so the score. There's a little bubble gum flavor. I'm going to tell you right now. There's a little bubble gum, like Hubba Bubble type thing. If you don't like this beer, I don't understand where you're coming from. If you would dislike this beer, I really can't understand that. It's so dynamite. It's so fabulous. Well, for the price, it better be. But oh man, if this beer is not an A+, they don't make A+ beers. I'm serious about that. I'm unanimous in that. I think it's a.
You said they don't, or this is?
What?
Is it an A+, or is it not? Or it's not an A+? Can you hear me?
I said if they don't.
Okay.
Sure, I hear you fine. I said if they don't give it a high score, I don't understand where they're coming from. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's a 97, which is close to an A+, but you could argue it up. I think you could make the case that it's a 98, but I'm going to say 97. I like it a lot. I mean, I can get tired of drinking it. You probably destroy your physiological if you drank it all. But yeah, 97, 9.7 out of 10 all day long. As far as promos, we got Old Ink coming up Wednesday night at 7:20. Get ready. We're going to examine this. It's kind of an unusual bottle that I have, but
It's an American strong pale ale, right?
I can get that. Maybe I'll try to get it Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see.
and then tomorrow morning at dawn, at 2 faint Irish whiskeys. I think it's going to be a really tough challenge. It's going to be pretty exciting, but I don't know who's going to win. But
I like Tilmore, dude.
anyway,
It's good.
yeah, it is. It is really good.
Bushmilk for the win on that.
It's going to be partisans for both sides. It's going to be loyalists for both sides. But anyway, I'm very excited to watch. I'm very excited to watch your reviews, especially for the ones I've had, like the Delirium Tremens and the Pirat, well, whatever, I can't remember, but the other one I've had. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for letting me join. And y'all take care and have a good Monday night.
Funny, I was looking at Beer Advocate. You reviewed the beer I had, Ron, in 2012. September 16th.
Yep.
The Holy Mackerel. Yeah.
Yep.
Right there. Towards the top. Cool.
I believe.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Ron, for joining tonight.
Hi, Ron. Have a good night.
I will look
There he goes.
to hit the right button. I'm glad that they finally put the ban from studio in red so that it's harder to push that button.
Never done that before, Danny.
Damn.
No.
All right, support no glasses. Ron Terrio was on. He didn't have glasses. I usually don't wear them unless I'm reading something. But all right, we're rolling.
Yep.
We're ready to go now. All right. So from Delirium, this is Chremons. So this is an 8.5%. Let me bring up some specs on it. I noticed that on the website they have the ABV different. They have it 7.5%. It's pale blonde, fine and regular sparkling, ensures a fine and stable head. We'll find out. We got a cage if Beer Man's here, and if Alex is here. Hopefully I don't hit my head with the cork.
Shoot your eye out.
I'm gonna say last week Bumpy was hitting the head by the cork.
You know,
Yeah,
Beer
it bounced
Man,
off my
you
ceiling
know-
and came back down.
Hey, Brian, I backed away from my computer just in case.
Ready?
Oh, well, he's doing it wrong.
Ooh,
Awesome.
He did that on purpose, people.
One,
Yeah.
got to do the dun 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 dun. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Some really good cannon smoke on that thing too.
True that.
All right.
That's a great beer.
Oh yeah, you're launching you're launching it. But yeah, this is the I don't know how big is this thing?
A little.
Bigger than me. Say what's white and big.
Thrash metal homebrewing barbecue.
That's right. Anyway, we'll go over that later. Alex head pour.
There you
Look at-
go.
I think
Look
a
at
lot
this
of us
thing.
are gonna get that today.
One.
Whoa. There's bubbles.
Mm.
Bubbles.
BFD's bubbles for days. Yeah. Pearly white head, very tight bubbles. Oh my god. I love that coming through. The yeast is coming right through. That's nice. Cheers, Bumpy. Thanks for having me.
Cheers. Nice. And that's exactly what they talked about in the Beer Advocate when they talked about how it's going to look and everything. So, Alex, this is a fair warning to you. These are they're very heady, we'll say.
Heavy.
Head.
Meaning they'll build the
You
head.
get a lot of
Head,
gains.
head.
You
Head.
got that much head.
Okay, so I have
Pour slow.
Slow and steady.
pranksters
Nice.
from Northern
Ooh.
Coast. So we'll
Slow down.
find out
Yeah.
that this has a lot of head. I'm pretty sure Bumpy would be right on that.
More slow.
He's drank beer years before me, so he would know. All right. Smells yeasty. Let's pour this up, shall we?
Slow.
Oh, nice smoke. Nice smoke.
Not too bad.
That was a
All
good
right.
pour.
Ooh, now it's developing.
I mean, that's
Great
Alex,
pour, man.
it's not the Alex Beermaster original pour, but it's a little bit of the Alex Beermaster pour, a little bit more neater. Yes,
Traditional right there. It looks great.
that is a nice head. But I'll give the smell and the taste next time around.
That guy needs to be a bartender. He's
Appreciate it.
just like hitting it.
Thanks for letting me come on, Bumpy, as usual.
All right. Thank you, Alex. And move over to miscellaneous.
All right, yeah. So today we got a product brewed under the supervision of Holy Mackerel Small Batch Beers out of Pompano Beach, Florida. I guess the real brewery is Thomas Creek Brewing Company LLC out of Greenville, South Carolina. So yeah, this is the Holy Mackerel. This is their special golden Belgian style. Comes in at 8.5%. Never had this beer. Seen it on the shelf for years. Today's the day.
Oh,
Oh yeah, pretty sure this is. They might be bottle conditioned. I don't know. Definitely got sediment in it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big lifty white head there. Got your
yummy.
strong, pretty high effervescence. Yeah. Looks about the part everybody else's. Mine's a little murky golden. So, yeah.
All right.
Looks good.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, people. So I think really depending on where you go on the internet, some people may consider this a Belgian pale or Belgian pale strong. So that's why I picked it up. There's a lot of different variations on what people think the style actually really is. It's the strong, dark one. Is it a pale? It's going to be darker than most of the beers, I think, but I'm going to go with the fact that I did see it on a website and they did classify this as a pale strong ale from Belgium. This is the Roquefort or Rochefort 8. This is a 9.2% ABV. And I'm going to put it in the Chimay goblet, and I believe that has an etching on the bottom of the glass. So
It's one of my favorite of the Rochefort.
Mhm.
This is their green cap. So they have a green Rochefort 8 and I think it's a blue Rochefort 10, which is they're both pretty darker beers. And yeah, I barely poured anything, and there's the head so far. Let me try to pour a little slower. That's not going to help whatsoever there.
Belgian champagne.
It's nice and effervescent. You can already hear the popping and the fizzing for days on that one. And so what you're getting on my end is a really, really, really dark kind of mahogany red color. But it does look kind of murky here, murky brown here. And it was a pretty big head. It went down to one finger. We'll let that die down and try it out for you guys. Come back and taste it with you.
Cheers, Eric.
Cheers.
Sorry, legendary Eric.
Legendary.
Mhm.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Appreciate you.
You're going to have to get a bowl like last year.
It is.
It's almost.
Yeah.
Snap, crackle, and pop. That's what I'm getting.
All right. Cheers. Let's bring up Golden Chatio.
Good morning, class.
Come on, Mr. Chatty.
Thank you. Today, from Monument, Colorado, I'm bringing Pikes Peak Brewing Company's Gold Belgium style golden strong ale, 8.7%. This used to be called Gold Rush. They used to have a prospector on there, but typical people got offended by it, so they had to remove it, change the name.
Now they got Aunt Jemima on it.
Where's Uncle Ben?
Butt out of here, buddy. All right, let me crack this open. There we go.
Butt beer.
Yeah, butt beer.
That's a good beer. If you guys can get a hold of that, get it.
There we go. Good look at that. Good golden color. about a 1 finger or so head. Nice effervescence in it, slightly hazy in color. Oh, that Belgian yeast is the best yeast in the world. Getting some good smells from this. Cheers, BuMpy. Cheers, panel. Cheers, chat.
Cheers, Chatio.
Cheers, chat. Yo.
Whoa.
All right. I guess that brings me up. So I am bringing Parat,
Nice.
some Belgian ale. It does say that on the website it is a Belgian Golden Strong, brewed and bottled by B.R. Van Steinberg, Lindenlaan, bunch of numbers, Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah. But they imported it into Middleton, Massachusetts. So very close. This comes in at 10.5% ABV. And it is an 11.2 fluid ounce. Funky bottle. It's not quite a grenade.
Almost.
It's got a lovely pirate ship on the
Let's see if this one
top
explodes.
for the cap.
Arr.
And I had the cannon smoke coming out of the bottle, but nobody saw it but myself.
I opened one of those once and it exploded out of the bottle, literally.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff that can destroy your stuff if you have it.
It was listening to the cars. Shake it up.
And yes,
Yeah, do not
a
shake.
big old head, so I can't even fit
Oh my god.
all of the beer into the glass at once.
That's
So
pretty
the head
good.
goes down, but yeah, it's a very tight, well, not super tight. There's some medium bubbles in there, but a white head, kind of frothy. Sure, I can get some froth. There you go. And yeah, it looks nice. It looks the part. Nice, beautiful golden color, very effervescent.
Hey, I like that glass. That's cool.
Oh yeah, we got it from Brewery de Assou,
Not sure.
which also makes a Belgian Golden Strong Ale. So
Yeah.
hey, my camera finally did what it's supposed to.
Work.
Maybe it had an upgrade. Yeah. Self-adjust. All right. Well, let's go back to Thrash Life and have him describe what's in his glass.
All right. So I didn't go over too much. It's a golden color, more lemon than anything. I topped it off. The head stays forever. I've never had this one. It's the Delirium Creme. It's French for elephant butt or something like that. I don't know.
What?
It's an 8.5%. Let me get some stats off here while I got my I can see glasses on. So this 8.5%, this is 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. Like I said, you can get it in the smaller bottles and cans in Colorado. It smells good, Chatio. I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. It's pretty expensive for a 4-pack. You know, they're like $12. That was $12.
Yeah, that's a great beer, though. I love that beer.
So the Belgian on the nose coming through the head, it's a very mild Belgian yeast smell to it. Usually you get a lot of bubblegum off of Belgian yeasts. And this one is like, it's very mild. As you can see, it's just like pillow topped. It's memory foam, like Beer Man likes to say. The effervescence in there, it's just rising continuously. As I move the glass, it just keeps coming up and feeding the head, which is great. And let's go ahead and let me get a little more descriptors on the nose. It is sweet on the nose. You get some of that barnyardy stuff, but it's very mild. You get the malts coming clearly through the head. And let's go ahead and go in for a taste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Dictionary.com says delirium tremens is a withdrawal symptom occurring in persons who have developed psychological dependence on alcohol, characterized by tremor, visual hallucinations, and atotonic instability. There you go.
I'll take the invisibility.
Instability.
Wow, that first sip off of it, very unique. Very drying on the front. Before it even gets to the back, the front of your tongue is dry. I'm getting some fruity esters off of it, but the drying, there's no cloyness to this at all. You get a lot of the yeast. So the yeast is very much forward with the way the malts are in here. The body is kind of a medium mouthfeel to it as well, but the yeast is pretty much taken over, and it's a very drying yeast on the tongue. The palate is very dried out. When you're done drinking it, you get a little wet on the back end, but it's more dry throughout the whole drink. I was looking on their website, and it was kind of weird. They were saying it, they were saying it feels like the sound shot of alcohol is igniting the mouth. In reality, the tongue and the palate are warmed. I don't get that. The taste is characterized by its brownness. It's kind of like there's kind of a split between the malt and the yeast profile that's on here. That this might be an older beer too. I was looking at the date on here and it wasn't really specific. Or if you're on the West Coast, it'd be Pacific.
Specific.
They have a code on here. It's like a 20290 1302. I don't know. I don't know what it's saying. Nothing on the bottom. It might be an older beer. It may be skunked. Who knows? But I'm getting kind of this off flavor in there. I've had skunky beers a lot in my life, and this kind of has kind of an underlaying taste to it that it just seems like it's an older beer. It's been on the shelf for a long time. So let me play with this a little bit. It might be part of the yeast, but let me look at some things here. But it is alcohol hot on there. Looks great though. I mean, it's wonderful. The smells were there. As soon as I took that first taste, it was like it's like going into the gutter when you're bowling, So let's see what I can find on this and see if that's a characteristic of this. So cheers, BuMpy.
That's
Cheers. Right. Alex.
All right. And thanks for letting me join. Well, looks very kind of like a hazy beer. Yeah. There's, and then when you look closely, you can see the bubbles, the carbonation going up into the beer. So that's looking awesome. It smells like Band-Aidy just a little bit. Doesn't smell bad. I think it's the yeast or something.
Band-Aid is bad.
Oh.
No,
Look
it's
at that. Like I'm losing my mind.
characteristic of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think I smell a little bit of banana. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to. But it smells a little sweet. Smells pretty good. Let's see what this tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers.
You shall. Cheers, man.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, brother.
Oh, yeah. Kind of taste that. A little bit of alcohol in it. Taste that little bit of alcohol. The mouthfeel, medium to light. It's not watery. It's just right. There is a little bit of dryness in the back of the throat. Makes you want to go back for more. And does have a little bit of carbonation. So good so far. Very yeasty. You know, it has that little sweetness to it. That's a tasty beer. But a little bit of dryness, though. A little bit of dryness. I don't like the dryness. But again, if it has a good flavor, I'll still drink it. But I'd rather not be dry. I'd rather be a little bit juicy. But it's not obviously a juicy IPA. So I'm not expecting that. Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm tasting, my friends. Yeah, it has that little bitterness too, but it's not too bitter. So thank God for that. Someone's dropped something. Maybe they're going to get us a prize. Whoever dropped it.
That's good.
Nicely done, Alex.
Well, you know,
Jeez.
I'm around my family too much, and sometimes my sister or somebody said to me, "Hey, you dropped something. It's good luck, or you're going to get a prize." So you never know. I don't know if that's true. You never know. I mean, maybe some of that stuff's true. I never experienced it, so
Nobody sneak up on you.
Yeah, never know. So this beer is pretty good. So far, the Northern Coast beers are pretty darn tasty. I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys had. I think you have not. Maybe not this beer, but you had the
Oh,
old,
Alex, what was the ABV on that? I missed it earlier.
I don't think I even said that. Thank you. Thank you for telling me about that, legendary Andrew.
It's an elusive one. I haven't been able to find that one.
Oh yeah, I did tell you yesterday. You're right. I forgot about that. It is a 7.6 by volume. 7.6 by volume. So it's a very good beer. Very carbonated though. Very tasty. Oh yeah. So if you guys can get this, I know you can get the old stock ales and stuff. So maybe you can get this as well if it's in your area. And I'll give it a rating next time around. Thank you for letting me come on, BuMpy.
All right. Cheers.
Appreciate
Thanks for being here, Alex.
Cheers. I like to support my friends. That's why.
All right. You're like a jockstrap. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm a lucky drop stop. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
You are not a lucky
I
dress.
just walked into that, huh?
Better
Right.
than a backstop.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, the Holy Mackerel. Special golden Belgian style ale. Still got a nice, fluffy, velvety looking head on there. Definitely keep some lacing on there. Yeah. On the nose, I'm getting caramel. It's a little bit earthy. Slight hop, a little bit I'd say maybe on the grassy side. Definitely get some doughiness on the malts. I don't know. It's not really, I didn't get any of that slight farmhouse or anything like that on this one. Smells pretty clean. I mean, it is American made, so yeah, you know. Yeah, other than that, that's about it. Yeah, little sweet on the nose. No alcohol presence at 8.5%. Looks great. Let's try it out. First time. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to beer.
We had a double beard for a second.
Wow. That is different. All right, so it's got light body, light medium. Definitely getting the yeast, the flavors are coming through. Lacking on the smell, definitely coming through on flavor. Yeah, pretty looking beer. All right, it's pretty complex. I'm surprised. So getting slight orange peel, very mild bitterness, a little bit dry. Not the finish isn't completely dry. Very malty. Definitely picking up caramel. It's a slight I don't know if it's heaty or if it's that zest, that orange peel, that zesty that's got a little warming on the way down. Drink's very clean, refreshing. 8.5%, very well hidden in this. Thing about this, even though it is light medium bodied, the beer lets you know that you're drinking something hefty. I guess if that makes any sense, it's lighter, but brings a pretty hefty presence on the flavors, and yeah, it's great, good beer. Definitely up that Belgian style for sure. I was kind of disappointed on the nose, but flavors came through nice and robust on the taste. So yeah, I'm sure I'll figure out some more. Oh yeah, I do get banana. Very mild, but's there. Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers. Thank you, Miscellaneous. Next up, we got
All right. Oh, again, we're drinking Trappist Roquefort 8. Bam.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm getting. Here's your beer. Now the head is gone, but the etching is still on the bottom of the glass, keeping the beer nice and carbonated, very effervescent. So onto the aroma on this one. You definitely get what I'm considering with a lot of these Belgian style beers with the Belgian yeast strain. You can kind of get like a minerally or like a well water kind of smell out of it. There's definitely like a dark raisiny plum kind of note, even some dark cherries in this one. Brown bread and molasses type sweetness in there. And not sure what varietal or what kind, but there's a woodiness in this one. So let's take a drink. Cheers. Everybody.
Cheers. Buddy.
cheers.
Cheers, Eric.
You get 9.2%. Let's see. Definitely very minerally water. Or like, I don't know. Not that I suck for opinions, but kind of that sensation, sure. And definitely the dark raisin. It pretty much follows the nose to a T for the most part. Dark raisins, plums, even the darker cherries are in there. Some kind of alcohol-soaked dark cherries. Definitely brown bread and brown bread crust. One could, I guess, argue about rye bread, but go towards the brown breadiness to it. There is the molasses or like a brown sugary style sweetness, but I think it's more on the molasses side. There's a little bit of a syrupiness, not really too bad on the mouthfeel for a 9.2. I can see Alex talking about, I'm going to say the word iodine. He said the Band-Aid thing. That kind of makes sense. Definitely here. There's even like a Coca-Cola, the cola, cherry cola. There you go, cherry cola kind of note in there as well. I would say it's a medium towards full. I guess some people might call this a full-bodied beer, but I'm saying it's kind of going towards the full-bodied on the medium side. It is pretty crisp. It's got a nice carbonation zing to it. It's not overly, it doesn't burn the carbonation. It's not really clean, but I'm almost getting like a chocolatey kind of a note, a dry kind of chocolatiness as it finishes with Coca-Cola note. And the refreshment's kind of off the charts for what this kind of a beer is. So this is a great beer style, I think, in general, whether it's a little bit of a darker version of the pale ale, you do the Belgian strong pale ale, or especially like a Duvel or the Golden. These beers are quaffable, and their ABV does not allow you to drink it that high. So watch out when you drink it. You're going to be surprised how drinkable they are and how quickly they affect you. So be careful when you're drinking these beers, and be at home when you're doing it. Cheers. Come back with a score. So far, 2 thumbs up on this. Great stuff.
Cheers, Eric.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Now we got Chatio.
Who the hell let that degenerate in the chat?
Him too.
I'm just kidding. So real quick, I will say this was my introduction to this style of beer several years ago. Was this one? So it does have a little piece of my heart. I love this beer a lot, but as you've already gone over the look, so we'll check the aroma. Belgium yeast front and center. Spices come through. I'm getting some pear though, a little bit of like a pearness, and some apple with that too. Cheers. Give her a sip. Yeah, follows the nose.
Cheers, Chad.
With a slight, there's a slight bitterness with this too. That has that like a slight bittering to it, more towards the back end than anything. Apples and pear in the middle of the flavors, spices and the bitterness on the back end. Medium mouthfeel. Getting some of that alcohol coming through at 8.7%. I do taste it. I think that's why I first fell in love with this beer, because I love the flavor of the yeast and I loved how you got some booziness out of it. It blew my mind because it's just such a light golden color beer. It's like, how the hell do they get that booziness in here? But it's that Belgian yeast, man. They probably use Chimay yeast, is my guess. Yeah, very good. Medium mouthfeel, delicious beer. Cheers, BuMpy. I'll have some last notes and score next time around.
All right. Well, thank you, Chatio.
Ba-ding! It's
Ba-ding,
like Pong.
ba-dong.
It sounds like Pong tonight in here. Bing, bong, bong.
Wowzers.
Bing, 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 bing.
Bing bong.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
Welcome to
Right.
alcohol, people.
Welcome
Well,
to the
this-
world of beer.
Pirate smells like golden planks.
Plank. Isn't there a Golden Plank brewery?
Shoot the cannon. No, it's got a real spicy nose to it. I could kind of see like that, like a rye bread type deal, but it's a bit spicier. It's definitely coming, I would say, from the yeast. And it does kind of have a slight banana, a bit of a kind of sweet banana, almost like a runt type thing, mixing in with bubblegum. So if you combine all that, it's like spicy, juicy fruit. Pretty much. I'd say a little bit of that sweetness definitely coming from the malt. So a sweet, bready maltiness. Maybe even, I'm not going to go biscuit. No, just bready. But a good bread. Like Wonder Bread. All right. Well, cheers. Let's get into this one.
Cheers, BuMpy.
Cheers, BuMpy. Trying to find the mute button.
Cheers.
Trying to mute me?
No.
Trying to unmute myself.
All right. I don't know what it is with this beer. This is my second sip of it. And every time I do, it foams right up into a bunch of foamy bubbles in my mouth. So it's very fluffy. I can't really get the body feel on it because it just foams up. It's like having a reaction with my mouth for some reason. I didn't have any Pop Rocks or anything earlier. The flavors on it though kind of follow suit with what the aromas are, but the spiciness just comes out so much stronger on the palate. All right. So slight breadiness, definite spiciness, a bit of a banana alcohol presence on that last sip, which still foamed right up. There does seem to be a spike of bitterness for the finish. I would say it stays in this kind of zesty to floral type flavor profile with with what the hops are doing for the bittering effect there. So more than likely some type of a noble hop or two were used in making this. I don't know why this keeps foaming up like this though. It's leaving great lacing.
What's the date on it?
Yesterday.
6 minutes ago.
Um,
Good looking beer, man. As I throw my phone.
Yesterday.
maybe it's because I'm supposed to keep it at 8 degrees Celsius,
Or maybe it's Maybelline.
which would be what, 30,
Good Lord.
37 degrees or something like that, I think.
46.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right. That was a
Oh,
bit
so it has
off.
nothing to do with the date then. Okay.
Oh,
So I mean, I've definitely had it out for a while. It's room temperature. It's got to be up near 60 degrees at this point. Yeah, I am not seeing the date. It has like a little code thing.
Oh well, you're not gonna have the crack.
11 AU 1228.
Oh, so it
Have
might
to go
be,
to Austria to figure it out.
Yeah.
pretty much.
1784.
Hey, good brew day.
that doesn't sound.
I'm still trying to get a body on this thing. It just keeps foaming up. All right, let's see here. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, the lacing's awesome on that thing.
Looks like my window's in a snowstorm.
It's Christmas time.
I'm gonna have to go with like a medium body. It still kind of foams up and becomes this fluffy, lighter feel, but I think it kind of has that flavor profile of a medium beer. It does have a drying effect. It's medium body, medium carbonation to this one, a little bit more spritzy than flat out medium, but I don't think it's not really going into like what an American adjunct lager might bring for carbonation, which pretty much every time you drink it, you just start belching. So not quite getting there. But yeah, very, very spicy brew. Once again, that's like spices like that you'd cook with, not spicy as in hot.
Yeah.
Heat type.
I got the same thing going on.
Yeah. A little bit of that banana. The alcohol is present. And then I get that kind of spicy floral bittering finish to this. I'll be continuing to sip on this one. I think, yeah, definitely a few of these. You'd be feeling pretty good. 10.5%.
A few.
That's a big one.
Yeah. I'll think of my score as we go back around again. So, guys, give your scores, give any shout outs that you'd like to do, and we're gonna bring it back to Thrash.
Chuck that thing in the freezer for a minute, Bumpy.
Yeah.
Might come around, but next time you go around, you might have something different.
Okay, so on my beer, I think that one's a fail. I think this one's old. It's starting to turn skunk, I think is the deal with it.
What the hell?
I went on the Beer Advocate. A lot of people, they have a lot of reviews on there, and they were talking about fruity esters and all these things, and kind of a spicy, like pepper, whatever, on the finish, and it's dry, and yeah, you get some alcohol note, and you get the really good yeast notes in there with the Belgian yeast. I get that, but I get a real cardboardy, skunky turn that's happening to it. So I'm going to take that back to my buddies that I know that helps me find the beers at the first place I go to, and he's got other ones, and I'm going to see if I can get a refund for this one. I'll finish it because that's alcohol abuse if you dump it. So anyway, so that's going to be a no score for me right now. That was, I can see where they were trying to go with it, but there's too many off flavors that are happening with it. It just doesn't work out. As for shout outs, I just posted a video the rescue stuff, horses for July in there. It's kind of cool. There's a reunion on Bucky, or I should say Buckwheat, Alfalfa, and Darla. They reunite at Terrelin. So sad with the COVID going on. We had people that had to return some horses, and they're reunited at Terrelins now. So I'm dealing with a sick horse right now, so not a lot was going on from a filming standpoint. But I do have a barbecue video I'm putting together and some other things that are happening as well. So keep an eye out for the videos coming out on my channel. So if you guys if you don't know right now, Thrash Life is the new name of my channel, because I didn't want to narrow it to thrash, metal, homebrew, and barbecue. I wanted to kind of like, put the whole thing out there of videos of all kinds of things. And check it out. It's a really good video that I put out tonight. So if you get a chance, give it a thumbs up, and cheers. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does.
I've had it happen.
Thank you, BuMpy. This beer sucks.
I've never had delirium. I'd really like to try it. I think.
Me too, if it was good.
Oh.
I would give this beer an 88. Good beer.
Oh, you guys were all wrong in the chat. You were in the 90s.
That's quick and to the point there.
Sorry, it's a good beer. I just don't. It's not my favorite. But don't worry, chat. Next time you might be right. This time you are. So an 88 it is. And guess you want me to do my shout outs or next time around, Legendary BuMpy?
No, now. Yep.
Thank you, BuMpy. Appreciate it. All right. So Fruit Friday, we're doing what's it called? Your favorite fruits and craft beer, or any beer you want to bring. I'm just going to put craft beer, but I'm going to say it, if you don't want to bring craft beer, you can bring any beer you want as well. That's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then you've got John and Nelly. If you don't know who John and Nelly is, Georgia Beer Reviews. You got that on Stout Sunday, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So look up John and Nelly or Georgia Beer Reviews, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, and get your stouts on. Cheers.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Alex.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you crushing JB's soul.
GB. Oh, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, closing notes on this. Now that it's warming up, it's actually changed a bit. Definitely getting more spices. It's definitely getting a little more earthy on the nose, too. I'm getting more, now that it's warm, I'm getting more of that spice note. Clove. Definitely clove and banana for sure. And now that it's warmed, it's not so dry on the finish. Leaves the palate a little wet, moist. But, yeah, so Holy Mackerel, Special Golden, Belgian style, 8.5%. I'm surprised that this is pretty good. I guess it's out of their small batch stuff that they do. So they probably put a little more care into it. I'll put this beer at, for not being a over the pond traditional Belgian, I think I feel comfortable putting this at like a 92. It's good beer, brewed well, great flavor. Like I said, refreshing, light enough that you could drink a couple of these, but strong enough you might want to watch how many of these you drink. So not bad at all. Got no complaints. Would I pick it up again? Maybe. it's a wild hair. I don't know. I probably wouldn't sit down and drink these all day or this particular style all day, but it's always nice to try something different and a new beer. So yeah, shout out wise. Catch me on Instagram, same handle, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. What else?
What the ABV Wednesday?
That's
right?
what yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Chugs, first Wednesday of the month's coming up. 2 days, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Come play the game show with us. It's always a fun time. Yeah. Other than that, I think everybody else can cover their own business. So, yeah, cheers. Look out for some more Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. And actually, she didn't cut one today. Lazy. I'll do one later, maybe.
Okay, Chatio.
I'm cutting cheese tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, these beers would go
On
very
cheese.
well with certain cheeses. They would.
I think so too, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miscellaneous.
Mm-hmm.
We've got smoked or not smoked.
Just Gouda.
Gouda cheeses.
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah. Shit. I forgot to shout a beer man out. Somebody else do it, I guess. Sorry, dude. Forgot.
It's a hell of a Gouda
Beer,
time.
beer and cheese, 8 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern
Gouda.
Time.
Gotta have the Gouda.
Bring a Gouda and any beer.
It will be a hell of a Gouda time.
You gotta be there, man.
Gotta poop.
You Gouda gotta be there.
Gouda. All right. Once again, we got the Trappist Roquefort. It may be closer to the Belgian dark strong style, but I read someone said it was a pale ale. I mean,
I like to see that article that you
lighter
read.
versions of if this is more of a dark strong ale, this is an extremely light version of that style. It's pretty dark amber brown, and there's a fruit fly that wants this beer. No, you can't have it. So this, now that it has warmed up towards that room temperature, is all kinds of like that semi-sweet, or I guess semi-sweet kind of baking style chocolate. Definitely. Maybe like an unsweetened cocoa, if that makes any sense. On that bitter side. And tons of the fruit and tons of the baking spices at this point. There's some clove and some coriander that's now showing up. So, I mean, for 9.2% for this style, for the drinkability that it's got, it's built up a body a little bit more towards the fuller side. It is stickier, and this molasses kind of sweetness is in the syrupy sweetness is kind of showing its head a little bit, but not too bad. I will give this just I mean, this is on par with anything else that Roquefort does, anything that the St. Bernardus guys do, and anything that Chimay does. If you like any of those brands, get this Roquefort 10. I'll give it a straight 95. Definitely, this is worth your time. It loses a little bit of value on the points because it's a $7.99 11.2 ounce Belgian bottle. So, I mean, it's definitely a great world-class, one of the ones you got to try before you die. Is it really worth that amount of money? To me, a few dollars cheaper, that would be a happy camper and be buying this one more on the regular. But yeah, 95, cannot complain. World-class Belgian style ale. All right. So, shouting out, I will be able to get back onto the Wildcard Wednesday this Wednesday for 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. All I ask is that you bring a wine, a beer, or a spirit. I don't care what kind of alcoholic beverage you choose, and just I guess don't be a douche, and we'll have some fun. Yeah.
Well, crap. I guess that means I can't come.
No. Be yourself. And we'll see you again.
You gotta try harder there, Chatio.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm on the verge.
He's one naked lady away.
You can come. You just have to clean up afterwards.
That's right.
Keep it up.
Don't Alex pour it.
Bring the cleanup.
Oh yeah, you can see the sediment right there on the
Nice.
edge. You got a good camera, unlike BuMpy-s.
Oh. I think I have the same one as BuMpy. Though,
I think I do too.
Hello, Griffin.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you, Eric. This got weird.
Oh,
This got weird.
so no me then, huh?
That's our new rating.
No, you. I had to come up and say that.
Okay. Listen, Linda. So this beer, great take on the Belgian style. Belgium strong, or golden strong. I'm feeling it. It's been a long day. It's strong, but it's not overpowering. It's got a good taste, and I could probably swirl it right here and get a little bit of it back in there. Kind of dirtied up the glass. It's gone. It's out. This beer, I like this beer a lot. It's a 95 out of 100. It'll always be a 95 in my book. It's a very good, solid A take on the Belgium Golden Strong. Speak. As for shout outs, I'm going to try to fix what's going on with my new gas tank because it's just shooting air out, and I think it's this stupid little piece right here that's just messed up. So
You need to learn how to screw that thing on there. It's reverse.
it was on there tight.
Was it good and tight?
Good and tight, yeah. So hopefully I can get more.
That's what she said. I mean,
Regulate me? Who? What?
How good and tight.
I'm the regulator. So hopefully this fixes the trick because I have a bunch of meat I need to grill up. So yay. Also tomorrow, Beer and Cheese Tuesday on Beer Man's channel at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. That's right. Yes. It's Gouda cheese and any beer. So bring any type of Gouda cheese and a beer and hang out with us and have some fun. Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, Chatio.
don't forget God Adjunct 6 o'clock Wednesday Eastern Standard Time. Beer Man's channel.
Beer man.
That's a tough one to make, but I'll try one of these days. I can make it in a few weeks. I'll be out of town on vacation. All right, BuMpy, get me off of this thing. I'm scared.
Keep it up.
His nipples are getting hard.
Yikes. He's thinking about your nipples.
Yeah, yes. They look like little pepperonis. It's nothing impressive.
Right. So I put my Parat into the freezer for a few, and the glass got extra cold. I think that's nice and sticky.
Hot, sweet, and sticky.
Very
You
sticky.
get that
It's almost like fluff that gets left on your knife after you put it on a piece of bread.
Whoa.
Sticky, very sticky. You always gotta smell your fingers when you stick it in something sticky.
Now that's coach.
Make sure you wash for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest thing that's happened with making this beer colder, it seems to have kind of dulled down some of the banana notes. It's not frothing up though. That's cool.
Winner.
That's not frothing up, but it definitely is a medium body. But yeah, I've lost some of the banana note. It's still slightly there, mostly in memory. But yeah.
Sorry.
I think I haven't had as much Parat as I've had Duvel. And I've always really liked the Duvel product. It takes me on more of a roller coaster ride with the flavors. There just seems to be something about that beer. I know it's the way that they ferment it. They go through various fermentation temperatures, high, low. They bring it up back to high, then they bring it back down low, and it just gives it these like layers of different things that the yeast, in
Self-cleansing, yes.
Yeah. And I think they do it they ferment Duvel for something like a month or more It's
Yeah, and then they lager the hell out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite a long process that they take to make it. And I was always wowed by that beer because most of that flavor, it's just from the yeast and the way that's fermented. And I get like good bubblegum notes and slight spiciness, and it's a ride. You get the banana notes, I think, a bit deeper out of the Duvel and the bubblegum notes than the Perrot. The Perrot just seems to be a bit more on that spicy edge. There are various flavors. Like I said, I was getting the banana, a bit of a bubble, not so much in the flavor, but more in the aroma of the bubblegum. And then the Perrot seems to be just a bit more bitter too for the finish. So the Perrot to me is not as good as the Duvel. I'm still going to keep it in the 90s. I'm going to land the Perrot at a 95 out of 100. Still a very good beer.
Good score, man.
Yeah, the Duvel to me is more in the upper thresh of like right around the 97 to 99 range. Fantastic brew.
I agree. Yes.
So yeah, but it's still it's good. It's good. I'd like to have the Duvel and the Perrot side by side to really kind of test how different they are. But yeah, shout outs. Am I here next Sunday? I am.
You're always here, man.
No, there's gonna be so I'm here next Sunday. So After Dark Beers will be on my channel on this upcoming Sunday. Bring a dark beer. You're more than welcome, as long as you're bringing a dark beer based off the malt profile. And you can fit on panel as well. That's also a key. What else? The Sunday after that, I'm going to be away. I will not be. I won't be on Food Friday. I'll be gone. I'll be on. I'll be on this Food Friday. I won't be on the next Food Friday. Just to give you a heads up. And then After Dark Beers, I won't be able to be there. It's the wife and I's anniversary, so I'll be away that weekend.
Congratulations, man.
Stay away from them Dunkin' Donuts, man.
You want me to do After Dark Beers? You want Andrew to do it?
You guys can fight it out. Whoever wants to do it.
All right.
I can help you, man.
Thrash.
Well, we'll let Alex do it.
If Thomas wants to throw in, or Eric wants to throw in, or even Chatio, I don't anybody. You guys
we could duke it out.
Do rock paper scissors on it.
Rock paper bumpy road scissors.
Malty Monday, we're gonna come up with a poll for this upcoming Malty Monday. It's gonna be probably some of the similar beers that have been on the poll. This is gonna be at least a different one than what was on last week's poll, or this week's poll, however you want to look at it. But we're going to create that poll after this show ends. We're going to place that. Beerman's going to join up, I believe. Hopefully he's going to, so we can get that poll out. If Beerman does it, it will be on his community page when it's posted. It will also be in the description of this live stream. Polling will come down 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Wednesday. So everybody vote prior to that. Don't try to vote like at 8:15 or something on Wednesday night, because it would already be decided. Then we'll have a Malty Monday of whatever wins, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. I should be back in time to do the following Malty Monday as well. So that shouldn't be an issue. But definitely gonna miss it. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the next Sunday. Definitely not gonna be on the tubes. So I want to thank everybody. Let me bring us back this direction. Thank everybody in the panel. Chatio, Thomas Metal 75, Thrash Life, Alex the Beer Master, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Thanks to the awesome chat tonight as well.
Thanks for showing up, everybody.
Yeah, too many names to mention tonight.
Yeah, you guys have been
pretty
awesome. I
strong.
appreciate
You guys
the
kept it up.
entertainment down there.
You guys
Yeah.
are bored AF! Exclamation point.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not going to go through all the. It's coming to an end, and I'd just be going through about 4 minutes of chat to bring it up. But appreciate you guys. You guys all saw what you're saying in the chat, and thank you all for watching. Those that didn't even chat, that are just on the sidelines, and yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate everybody here. Appreciate everybody over there.
It's a good show, man. Chat was lit. We had a bunch of people watching.
It was on fire, man. It was awesome.
We'll be backstage giving autographs later. So come on by.
This is my signing hand.
To get Alex's autograph, though, you have to drive to New Jersey, or you can fly. You can fly to New Jersey.
You can fly, yeah.
He'll be in New Jersey. But hey, speaking of Alex, want to go and take us out?
Away, bud.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is Alex the Beer Master, and we will see you all in the next live stream, next video. This is Alex Beer Master signing out.
All right. Cheers,
I thought you
everybody.
were gonna throw